Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Leg Up Fitness. I'm Spencer. I'm an above knee amputee, and today we are hitting legs. We are doing squats, we are doing RDLs, we are doing cable pull throughs, lying hamstring curls, and we are doing seated calf raises. Squats are going to be heavy, 6 reps. This is going to be very quad dominated today. So cable pull-throughs are going to look like a fucking nightmare. But with that being said, let's shut up and lift some heavy shit. Last week I did 17 and a half on each side. I'm bumping up to 20, trying to get 6 solid, smooth repetitions out, going as low as I can. I will say that if I'm not going close to parallel, it's pretty hard to do with just one leg. So pretty close to parallel. That's all I'm really asking for without hurting my lower back. And smooth repetitions, progressive overload the whole time. So hopefully next week I'll be able to hit 25 on each side. We'll see. Whew. Now, I'm very well aware that my strength lift, my highest strength, isn't going to be from squats. It's probably going to be from leg press. But who fucking cares? All right, 2 more sets, and then we're moving on to RDLs. You won't see me wearing my leg for most of this workout, just for the cable pull-throughs. All right, last set of squats. Whew, my leg is feeling like Jello, but let's finish strong. I want to hit 25s on each side next time, or 22.5. We're taking it slow. All right. Whew. Shit. That was rough, but I can comfortably say I will be moving up in weight next time. RDLs are kind of difficult for me. It's one of those weird movements to where I don't know if I'm doing it correctly until a few reps in. So I just put my shin up against it, drop my hips back, try to do as best as I can to get some kind of glute activation, and eventually, even with light weight on, my hamstrings and my glute is fucking screaming. So, all right. So, standing on a plate because of the bumpers here. This would, if you didn't have these bumpers, you're picking it up off the ground, standing on a plate, it would be a deficit RDL, or RDL at a deficit. That'd be great for getting that stretch and increasing your range of motion. But I don't have that. I could use that, but because this is on one leg, the Smith machine provides stability. So if I were to use that, I'd fuck my knee up bad. All right. Okay, last set of RDLs, then moving on. I think the cable pull-throughs. I will say, every prosthetist on earth will tell you, if you're an amputee, not to be hopping. So just keep that in mind. So I sure as fuck don't. Oh, motherfucker. Oh, that burns. RDLs, done. Okay, cable pull-throughs. So I had to do a little bit of a deep dive to figure out how to work my glutes more. Most female influencers, gym influencers, whichever fitness influencers, they love to shoot videos of lower body. So that's where I found it. How to work these. I've never seen this exercise until now. So I am not doing any weights just because I need to get used to the movement. So what they say, feet shoulder width apart, soft at the knees, but here's the problem. If I go too soft, my leg collapses on me. So basically, straight back, chin tucked in, reach behind you, pull up, squeeze your glutes. I can already tell that my right side is very much dominant. And that's it for that one. Got two more. Not sure how I feel about it. I'm gonna keep doing it. It's not my favorite. It just throws me off balance. So I'm being hopeful that the more I do it, the better I become at the movement, plus getting some stability working. But I will say, regardless of there being zero weight on there, that thing actually has some weight to it. I don't know how much, but it's enough. All right. All right, last set of pull-throughs. I'm feeling my right glute being engaged. I'm hoping that my left is feeling a little bit. I seriously don't want to sit lopsided, so. That wraps up pull-throughs. Okay, I lied. I decided to keep my leg on for this one to see if it helps brace up against the support here. So hamstring curls, or as my wife likes to call them, dear diaries, because, you know. All right, 3 quick burnout sets since I did a lot of hamstring today already. So. All right, 2 more. All right, last one. It's a failure. Whew. Man, my legs are torched. I'm sorry, my leg is torched. Whew. All right, now moving on to seated calf raises. All right, and as always, for a finisher, we got seated calf raises. All right. All right, last set. Should be good. Just an important note when it comes to doing this. A lot of times you see guys just flaring them out. I guess flaring them out is not the best term. More like just repping them out as quick as possible. You gotta go for the squeeze. It's very, very important. 1 to 2 seconds to squeeze. Your calves can take a beating. This is a reason why a lot of them won't grow. That's it. Was legs. All right, so this concludes lower day. It's just legs. I don't know why I say lower, but yeah. So I felt good about it. It was a pretty productive workout, if I do say so myself. I did go up in weight with the squats, and I will go up next time as well. So getting stronger every day. Love it. I changed up my meal plan a little bit, so added a few more carbs. I'm still in a deficit, so I am losing fat. Funny thing is, my weight was 3 pounds up today, but my waist was smaller, so that tells you anything. Yeah, go by pictures and actual measurements. So, but yeah, it was a pretty good day. So
what made you want to be like a fitness influencer?
Well, fitness influencer is kind of a strong term, I think. So I often had. Okay, let me back up. I asked a lot of people, whether they're physical therapists, whether they're people, just regular gym rats, whichever, on how to do certain things, but they didn't know how to do it in for somebody in my position. So I felt that outside of mobility work and stretching, I could hopefully provide some insight to folks out there who have similar issues but want to further themselves other than just being super limber. There's still people out there that, double amputees or whichever. I mean, like I've said before, like the IFBB does have a wheelchair division, so there's obviously people out there that want to gain muscle and do some sort of bodybuilding. But I haven't run into anybody who's had any kind of answer to how to do specific exercises or how to work this area. So this channel was created number one, to hold me accountable, to keep me in my deficit and then my bulk later on, and just to make sure that I'm tunnel visioned and I'm focused. But number two, it was more of a journey to find what works for me, and hopefully along the way I'm able to provide some kind of benefit or some kind of insight to somebody else. Like somebody may be watching that's in a similar situation, they see me do a movement, but they have this epiphany moment to where they're like, that won't work, but this will for me. So I'm hoping I really do hope that's what happens. So yeah, to answer your question, it was just to provide some kind of education. I'm not the guy obviously who knows everything about it, but I want to provide something to other people, something that I didn't get.
What is it like being an amputee?
What? Okay. What is it like being an amputee? It fucking sucks.
It felt like a silly question.
Well, okay, and I guess my question to you is what's the context? So, like, I'm not going to go on hikes. I'm not going to go, I can only wear my shit for about an hour and a half to 2 hours before I start getting like really sore.
So you're saying long walks on the beach are out?
Long walks on the beach are out. Short, brisk walks on a flat surface.
What's your favorite?
Not my favorite. I would even avoid those if I could. You know how many times I've been asked to go on a hike? And it's starting to feel personal. I know you've never asked, but other people are like, let's go do something. I'm like, what? Well, let's fucking hike up a mountain. Okay. Nah, I feel slighted a little bit. So.
Okay. Since becoming an above knee amputee, what lift are you most proud of? Keeping in mind that you have had to make adjustments to almost all of the lifts that you do, what lift do you feel proud of besides that?
What lift do I feel proud of? That's kind of a tough question. I don't have a particular lift. So before before I lost my leg, my favorite lift was deadlifts. And I've tried, and I mean, I can still do it, and I can put up pretty good numbers, but I will say that a trap bar, you know, the hexagon shaped bar, is probably the best suited for my situation. I gotta say, if I'm proud of any lift, it would probably be squats. I'm not lifting too heavy, but I'm not like, and I know that it's not really, it's not really like promoted that I should be doing squats because of the knee injury that came with the wreck. But taking it slow, building the tissue back up, like, it shows that I'm still in it. So I even, like I said, even though it's not super heavy and it's a struggle, I don't know, I feel like the hardest things in life are the ones that you progress the most in the quickest. Like, you can be up to 315, 405 on bench, and you're incrementally moving up. But if your squat's at just the bar, you're gonna jump in weight. You're gonna close that gap from your bench. You know what I mean? So, like, the things that are the hardest, I find, are the most rewarding, the most challenging. So I would say squat. Yeah. All right. So she gave her 3 daily questions, I guess. And I apologize for rambling. I tend to do that. So anyway, like I said, today's a good day. Tomorrow's going to be rest. I'm going to still be doing my cardio though. And don't forget to like, subscribe, click the fucking bell. And above all, just shut up and fucking lift.